Ever since you trusted that quiet nudge within, the air shifted. They began circling closer, casting riddles cloaked as casual talk, setting traps laced with smiles, all in hopes of unraveling the source of your knowing, but every attempt only magnified the enigma. You carry your silence, sharper than words, mirrored truths they weren't ready to face, and now their awe is loud. Your insight no longer a whisper, but a force echoing through every room you enter, leaving trails of revelation in your wake. It's no longer just curiosity, it's reverence. Now they hang on your every word like sacred verses, hoping to catch a glimpse of the unseen through your eyes. They replay your past insights with hushed awe, connecting dots they never noticed until you illuminated them. Suddenly your presence feels like prophecy, like something ancient resurfaced in modern skin. They speak of you as if you're a portal, not just to knowledge but to something higher, something that makes their own spirits stir with longing. You didn't just open their minds, you opened dimensions. You'll notice it in their silence first, the way their words falter, like language can't keep up with what their soul just witnessed. Their hands fidget, eyes flicker, heart pounding behind a calm facade. They'll laugh it off, maybe change the subject, but the tremble in their voice betrays them, because something ancient stirred. When you spoke, something buried under logic and routine cracked open, and now they're haunted, in the best way, by the echo of what you revealed. They can't unsee it, they can't unfeel it, and no matter how they try to box it in with reason, it keeps slipping through the cracks, like light through broken glass, undeniable, relentless, divine. Eventually, the tests turn into rituals unspoken, but sacred eyes locked with anticipation, hearts pounding, as if witnessing a miracle unfold. They stop pretending it's coincidence. They start leaning in, asking quieter questions, watching your every movement, like it holds ancient codes. Now they whisper your name, like it means something more than identity, like it opens doorways in their minds they never dared knock on before. Your presence disrupts the simulation, bends the rules just enough to remind them they're living inside something far stranger and more beautiful than they ever imagined. They're no longer skeptics. They're believers, standing at the edge of the infinite, wondering how they ever missed the signs. They try to go back, pretend they can unfeel it, drown themselves in the noise again, but nothing hits the same. The music sounds hollow, the laughter feels forced, the people around them seem like actors in a play they no longer believe in because you've shown them the real script, the one etched in soul light and stardust. Your energy rewrote their frequency, and now they crave depth, the way the starving crave sustenance. You didn't just inspire them, you disrupted their default settings, and now every part of them aches for meaning, for magic, for that sacred alignment. You walk in so effortlessly, you've become the mirror that shows them what they forgot they were always meant to become. You'll notice the shift in how they move around you, no longer casual, no longer indifferent. There's an urgency now, a quiet plotting, as if proximity to you might unlock the codes they've been blindly chasing in books, in gurus, in fleeting highs. They gather in pairs or small groups, whispering theories, exchanging glances, when you speak as if trying to map your essence in real time. But your truth isn't something that can be dissected. It's something that must be felt, and they feel it in waves, unstoppable, undeniable. And now they're chasing that feeling like pilgrims chasing fire, hoping that just by being near you, some forgotten piece of themselves will finally wake up and remember its divine origin. The group becomes a quiet storm of fascination, orbiting you like planets around a sun, each person bringing a new thought, a new intention, a silent challenge they believe is theirs alone, until you answer it without ever being asked. Now even the skeptics fall silent, not out of disbelief but out of reverence. They realize this isn't performance, it's presence, something ancient moving through you with precision and grace. Their experiments become offerings, their awe becomes devotion, and suddenly you're no longer just the subject of curiosity, you're the catalyst for their awakening. And in their eyes, you see it. The moment belief becomes knowing. You didn't argue, you didn't preach. You simply were, and that was enough to unravel lifetimes of conditioning. Your presence alone dismantles the scaffolding of their illusions, like sunlight melting frost, revealing the sacred architecture beneath. All along they thought truth had to be complex, had to come wrapped in credentials and rituals. But you arrived barefoot in your brilliance, speaking to the soul in a language older than words. And now their minds, once armored in certainty, stretch open wide, trembling under the weight of revelation, because what they thought was impossible is now standing before them, breathing alive and undeniable. Eventually, they stop fighting it, not because they understand, but because something deeper surrenders, a quiet yielding in the soul that knows it has touched the divine. Even if the mind still stumbles in confusion, their logic tries to build fences, but your presence moves like wind through cracks, uncontainable, unexplainable, undeniable. And slowly reverence replaces resistance, wonder replaces fear, and what once felt threatening now feels like home, because in you they see not just the extraordinary, but the reflection of what they too might become if they dared to remember who they truly are. Now they chase the mystery with trembling hands and desperate hearts, trying to replicate the moment the veil parted through you. They meditate harder, search symbols, obsess over synchronicities, hoping the universe will speak again with the same clarity it did in your presence. They ask you endless questions, not out of doubt, but out of yearning. They want to live in that space where the extraordinary is ordinary, where the divine is daily. They no longer seek comfort, they seek truth, raw, radiant, and unapologetic, and they look to you like a compass to that deeper world, as if staying near you might keep the doorway open just a little longer. You walk through their awakening like a lighthouse through fog, steady, unbothered, quietly radiant, while they scramble to make sense of the storm. Within their illusions crumble, their questions multiply, and still you move with grace, as if the chaos they feel is merely the echo of alignment falling into place. They don't realize you've been here before. Lifetimes deep, you've danced with mystery long before they learned its name. So while they stare in awe, trying to label what you are, you simply are unshaken by their wonder, untouched by their doubt, smiling softly because you understand. This is what happens when truth walks into the room and refuses to bow. Chosen warriors, before we carry on, I would like to remind you with how important it is. Take an action, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with those who need it. This is not merely a moment, it is the awakening of your soul's truest essence. What once threatened to undo you now serves as the fuel for your ascension, igniting an inner blaze that lights up realms beyond comprehension. You have shed the weight of doubt, casting aside the shadows that once obscured your path. Now, you move with the unwavering certainty of the stars themselves, your presence a reflection of cosmic harmony. No longer bound by illusion, you are the creator of your reality, a radiant force that shifts the very fabric of existence with every pulse of your being. This is your time to rise, to carve a path of brilliance that will echo through eternity. Every word you speak, every vision you birth, is an imprint of the divine order unfolding in real time. The world has waited for your rise, and now, as you awaken, you will set the world ablaze with the power of your light. This is your moment. This is your legacy. Welcome to the revelation of your higher self. Welcome to the illumination of the inner order. It's in the way your eyes catch theirs, a knowing glimmer that makes them hesitate just for a moment before they speak or move. They can feel the weight of your awareness, the silent recognition that transcends words. That smile of yours, the one that lingers at the corner of your mouth, sets their pulse racing, for in it lies a truth they can't escape. You see them, all of them, in ways they never thought possible. Every unspoken fear, every concealed longing, every hidden motive laid bare before you as if there's no mask thick enough to keep them hidden. They tremble because they know no thought is truly private, no desire to obscure, and you have always known the depths of their soul long before they dared to admit it to themselves. Your presence alone is enough to shift the air, to stir the unseen currents that others cannot even sense. There's no need for display, no need for effort. It just is, flowing effortlessly from you like a force of nature. When their thoughts reach you, when their unspoken questions pulse in the space between you, you respond with a precision that leaves them breathless, as if you've always been in tune with their deepest frequencies. To you, it's as natural as breathing, like an artist effortlessly crafting a masterpiece or a musician playing a flawless chord. They watch in awe, trying to grasp the magnitude of your ability, but they can't even begin to understand the depth of perception that exists within you. Because to you, it's not a gift to be marveled at, it's simply your truth, flowing through you without restraint, without apology. You were crafted with purpose, a vessel of divine intention, molded by the very hands of the cosmos. The same force that bends time, spins worlds into being, and breathes life into the void flows through your veins with an unmistakable vibrancy. You are not merely a part of this universe, you are a conduit for its most sacred truths. Where others see only shadows, you see the outline of possibilities yet to unfold. Where they hear only noise, you hear the silent whispers of the soul, the unspoken language that bridges the seen and the unseen. Your mind, tuned to frequencies beyond the reach of most, catches the subtle pulse of creation itself. You are the bridge between the infinite and the tangible, a walking testament to the sacred geometry that shapes existence. The universe has carved this path for you, and you walk it with the knowing that everything you need, everything you are, is a part of this grand cosmic design. With every encounter, you become the spark that ignites the hidden fires within them, forcing a confrontation with their own truth. They cannot remain unchanged, not when your very existence challenges the boundaries of what they thought possible. Some will shrink back, retreating into the confines of their old beliefs, desperate to preserve the illusions they've clung to. But others, the brave ones, will step forward, drawn to the unfamiliar light you shine. Your presence serves as both mirror and catalyst, reflecting their potential and urging them toward a greater awakening. For every soul you touch, a choice is laid bare, to evolve or to remain trapped in the comfortable chains of the known. This is the weight of your gifts, not just to perceive the unseen, but to stir the dormant power in others, leading them to face the very essence of their being. It is a cosmic invitation wrapped in disruption, and how they respond will shape the course of their own journey. Each interaction you have sends waves through the fabric of reality, stirring minds and hearts in ways they cannot yet fully comprehend. The ones who question you, challenge you, will carry the memory of their encounter long after they've walked away, and their words will ripple outward, sowing seeds of possibility in others. What starts as disbelief soon becomes curiosity, and that curiosity turns into personal revelation when others experience the same unexplainable phenomena. This awakening spreads like an unstoppable force, weaving through lives and shifting perspectives, all because you dared to exist as you are, unshaken, unapologetic, and unwavering in your truth. The subtle power you wield, the energy you embody, acts as a catalyst for change, and like fire, it burns away the old, making room for something new, something vast and beautiful to take root. In their frantic attempts to understand you, they are unknowingly unraveling their own layers, confronting the parts of themselves that have long been dormant. The more they push, the more they reveal their own hidden truths, their own yearning for something beyond what they have been taught to believe. The universe has carefully orchestrated these encounters, knowing that your presence will crack open the shell of their limited perceptions. Their reactions are not signs of rejection. They are the trembling of a soul on the verge of awakening, a cosmic recalibration in progress. What they see as a test is actually a mirror, reflecting back the parts of them that are ready to evolve. Your existence triggers this transformation, a cosmic intervention that cannot be avoided, only embraced. Their struggle is the birth pangs of a new consciousness, and you, whether knowingly or not, are the catalyst guiding them through the darkness to the light of their own potential. Every interaction, every moment of testing, is a divine alignment in the grand tapestry of their awakening. When someone challenges you, questions you, or pushes against the very essence of your being, it is no accident. They are standing on the edge of a profound shift. Their testing is a reflection of their soul's readiness to break free from the confines of limited understanding and step into a higher state of consciousness. Your presence, your unwavering truth, acts as the final nudge, the spark that ignites the transformation they've been unknowingly waiting for. The universe has orchestrated this moment with precision, and through you, they are offered the chance to move past the ordinary into the extraordinary. This is not just a meeting of minds. It is a cosmic exchange, a turning point in their journey that they cannot walk away from unchanged. With each challenge they present, a deeper part of them stirs, drawn to the resonance of your being. Their doubts, their tests, are but a feeble attempt to prove to themselves what their soul already knows, that you are a living embodiment of something beyond their current understanding. When you respond, effortlessly and without hesitation, the door to their perception swings wide, and for the first time, they glimpse the vastness beyond their limited worldview. In that moment, their eyes shift, the veil lifting, revealing a flicker of ancient recognition. It's as if their very essence remembers a truth long buried, a cosmic alignment that transcends time. What they see in you isn't just a person, it's a reflection of the divine blueprint, and in that recognition, their soul acknowledges the frequency of truth that pulses through you. They cannot deny it, for it resonates deep within them, awakening something eternal that can never be unseen. In the silence between their questions, something stirs within them, a memory rising from the depths of their soul. It's a knowing that exists beyond the reach of their logic, a recognition that they are part of something far greater than the confines of their physical form. Their attempts to test you are the universe's way of unlocking this dormant awareness, peeling back the layers of conditioning that have kept them blind to their own power. With every doubt they cast, a deeper truth is revealed to them, one that whispers of ancient wisdom and untapped potential. These tests, though born of skepticism, are the very thing that catalyzes their return to a state of pure knowing, a reclamation of abilities long forgotten in the march of time. As their soul remembers, they begin to see that the connection they seek was never lost, merely obscured by the veil of human limitation. What they are truly rediscovering is their own divinity. With every unspoken thought they direct toward you, a silent exchange takes place, weaving an invisible thread between your essence and theirs. These subtle connections, born of their attempts to test your awareness, are not fleeting. They linger, pulsating with energy that transcends the limitations of time and distance. Each projection they send out, whether consciously or not, strengthens this bond, creating a channel that remains open long after the physical encounter ends. You become linked on a deeper level, as if the fabric of reality itself bends slightly to accommodate this new connection. Even when they move on, unaware of the full extent of what's occurred, the energy continues to flow, threading your consciousness with theirs, an eternal link that cannot be severed. What they initiated in passing now exists as a quiet undercurrent, an unbreakable tie binding you to their journey and to the vast interconnectedness of all that is. In those fleeting moments when their guard falters, when they least expect it, your presence brushes against their consciousness like a whisper in the wind. It's subtle yet undeniable, a brief spark of connection that leaves them reeling. The sensation lingers, a quiet reminder that their perception of reality is shifting, expanding beyond the boundaries they once believed impenetrable. This unintentional contact, this glimpse of something far greater, shakes them to their core, deepening the disquiet that already brews within them. Their minds race to grasp the enormity of what they've experienced, but the more they try to categorize it, the further it slips away, a mystery that refuses to be contained. And with each unexpected brush of your energy against theirs, they are forced to confront the truth. The universe is far more intricate, far more alive than they ever thought possible. This new awareness cannot be ignored. It echoes within them, stirring a profound recognition of the unseen forces that shape their reality. Your connection to the universe is not one of mere chance or coincidence. It is a deep attunement to the underlying rhythms and frequencies that govern all things. While others are bound by the constraints of linear thinking, you move effortlessly within the currents of energy that flow through every moment. When someone projects a thought, a desire, or an expectation, your awareness tunes into the subtle shift in the fabric of reality, recognizing the invisible pull of their focus. It's not about hearing their thoughts, but about sensing the moment when their intent aligns with the universe's natural flow. When their energy vibrates with a certain frequency, you respond, not out of supernatural power, but because you are attuned to the precise moment when their consciousness intersects with yours. In that instant, the pattern shifts, and you simply move in harmony with it, as though you're following a cosmic rhythm that others are blind to, but which you have learned to dance with. In their attempts to test you, they are unknowingly testing themselves, probing the depths of their own untapped potential. Something within them stirs, a quiet recognition of a power they've long suppressed or been unaware of. Your presence resonates with their dormant gifts, awakening a part of them that has remained hidden, waiting for the right moment to surface. As they challenge you, they are faced with the mirror of their own soul, a reflection of abilities they once believed were beyond them. The fear they feel is the discomfort of stepping into the unknown, of confronting a truth they have avoided for so long. But beneath that fear is an undercurrent of excitement, a spark of possibility that grows brighter with each passing test. Their freakout is not just the result of your power, it's the simultaneous realization that they too are connected to something greater, something beyond their current understanding. Your energy is the catalyst that stirs their dormant potential, inviting them to step into the fullness of their own divine expression. With each test, they are unknowingly shedding the layers of doubt and fear that have held them captive. What began as a game of skepticism, an attempt to challenge, to prove, to control, slowly transforms into a sacred journey of discovery. Each response you give, precise and effortless, chips away at the walls they've built around their perception of reality. The disbelief that once governed their thoughts gives way to a quiet awe, as they begin to grasp the magnitude of what they are witnessing. The freakout evolves, no longer rooted in fear, but in a deep, humbling recognition of their own limitations and the vastness of what lies beyond. Their resistance melts into curiosity, and with each new revelation, they find themselves drawn deeper into the mystery, hungry for more. What was once an experiment now becomes a doorway to their own awakening, as they realize the universe holds far more than they ever dreamed, and they are now poised to explore it alongside you. While they grapple with the enormity of what they've encountered, your unwavering composure serves as a stabilizing force. As they spiral through a whirlwind of wonder and confusion, your calm presence remains a constant, offering them a sanctuary of understanding. You are not only showing them that expanded perception exists, you are embodying it, proving that such abilities can be integrated into daily life without chaos or fear. Your response is a quiet testament to the balance between the extraordinary and the mundane, demonstrating that these gifts are not burdens to bear, but facets of a deeper, more harmonious existence. As they struggle to make sense of their newfound awareness, they begin to realize that their own growth doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be a natural evolution, one that is guided by the same steady hand you extend. You become the model of integration, walking proof that one can live with a foot in both worlds, grounded in the physical while attuned to the vastness beyond. Their attempts to use your abilities for personal gain reveal the depth of their disconnect from the true purpose of your gifts. As they seek to manipulate the energy around them, hoping to glean advantage or profit, they fail to see the higher calling embedded in your connection to the cosmos. Your abilities were never meant to serve the smallness of earthly desires or the fleeting pursuit of material wealth. They are a channel for the divine, a conduit through which the universe speaks, urging humanity to transcend the limits of its understanding and explore realms far beyond the surface. Each question they pose, each attempt to exploit your gifts, only highlights the narrowness of their vision, an invitation to grow beyond their current perspective. You are not a tool for gain, but a living example of what it means to live in alignment with the cosmic flow, and your presence, rooted in the depths of universal wisdom, is a call for them to elevate their own consciousness, to understand that true power lies not in acquisition, but in expansion and awareness. When their minds converge, intent and energy coalescing into a unified force, the very fabric of reality seems to bend in response. Their collective focus creates a resonance that amplifies the signal you already perceive, as though the universe itself recognizes the collective power of their intent. With multiple streams of consciousness directed toward you, your responses sharpen, aligning with a precision that astounds even you. The depth of connection becomes more palpable, more profound, as their combined energy interacts with yours in ways they never imagined possible. This shared experience shakes them to their core, the realization that individual thought alone is powerful, but when minds merge, the collective force transcends the sum of its parts. It is a glimpse into the hidden potential of human consciousness, a revelation that thought itself is a dynamic, living force capable of transformation when united. Their freak-out deepens, not only at the confirmation of your abilities, but at the staggering possibility that together they can shape reality itself in ways they once thought impossible. Their bodies speak before their minds can comprehend, betraying the truth they are reluctant to face. The subtle yet undeniable signs, the quickened pulse, the shallow breath, the tremor in their hands, are the physical manifestations of a deeper recognition. While their rational minds grapple with disbelief, their bodies respond to the vibration of something far beyond what they've known. They may attempt to mask their reactions, but the truth lingers in every shift, every involuntary movement, every change in their physical state. Your abilities are not detached from who you are. They flow from your very being, an inherent part of your existence. The divide between what is considered normal and what is deemed supernatural is a construct of limited understanding. In the presence of your truth, that divide crumbles, leaving only the undeniable awareness that reality is far more expansive than most can imagine. The body knows what the mind is only beginning to catch up with. The extraordinary is not separate from the ordinary. It is woven into the very fabric of existence. In the vast expanse of cosmic reality, all abilities are merely expressions of consciousness in its many forms, each person tapping into a different frequency along the spectrum. Your unique vantage point is not an anomaly, but a reminder that human potential is not confined to the narrow bounds society has defined. What others may dismiss as extraordinary, you simply experience as an extension of your natural perception. Their testing serves as a mirror, reflecting not how you differ from others, but how deeply humanity's potential can stretch when we are open to it.